Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Misconduct Mondays for the Bad Apples podcast, and I'm glad I put my phone on silent. I'm here with Dom and Izzy. How you doing,
Hey,
Izzy? You alright?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm super.
Good.
I'm here for it. Let's go. So, I'll go. It's our first misconduct. Are you mentally prepared for this?
Oh, never. but
Izzy,
go
do you
on.
like to drink?
I used to, not anymore.
You don't drink anymore. That's a bit boring.
I don't.
But do you know who does drink? Michelle Swart. Michelle Swartz drinks inside the Metropolitan Police. That was a smooth transition. Didn't
That
it?
was
It
a smooth
beautiful.
transition.
So we're looking at Michelle Swart today. Swart. I don't want to
Schwartz.
pronounce it wrong. But let's talk a little bit about the chair, Katie Lilburn, who used to be the head of the Director of Professional Standards and is now the head of the hearings unit, unless she's been moved again because she's makes outrageous decisions. But
And runs away.
and runs away. It's true. Or gets kicked away. We don't know
Yeah.
which one. But yeah, Michelle decided that she wanted to come to work after taking painkillers and drinking alcohol. But there's context to this, Izzy. So don't judge
It's
her too
important.
quickly.
Yeah, context
There's
is
context.
important.
She had been going through a stressful time. She was on painkillers. I think she injured her back. I want to say back. I might be getting that a little bit wrong about her back. But she was
Some sort of
injured
injured.
from... So she had a combination of painkillers and alcohol when she came into work. But I'm going to read out the mitigating circumstances for the outcome. She wasn't in a public-facing role. That doesn't really matter. I'm sorry. If you rock
doesn't.
up to work...
Doesn't matter.
So allegedly she wasn't drunk. She was 33 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters or whatever breath. 35 is the limit. She was 33. How do I feel about that? I feel like she woke up and she had some alcohol because she must have. Because how long does it take? We could probably Google it, but I don't
Unless,
think.
can you still have that in your body after a night out?
Yes.
So was it that?
It's dependent on basically the individual person.
Okay,
So-
so do we know? So she might have woken up and had a drink, or she might have gone out the night before and just still had it in her system.
So what had happened is she had missed the day of work the day before, or just like a couple of days before, because she had overslept.
Yeah.
They sent officers down to her house for a welfare check, and she was really upset about that and worried. And I get that part. Like, she was anxious about it because imagine you're just at home and all of a sudden you get banged on the door.
Yeah,
and
but
you're like,
everyone
"Oh,
knows if
shit,
you
I'm
don't
late for
tell
work."
them, if you don't tell the police what, like if you're not coming in or not, they come to your door.
Yeah,
Like, everyone
no,
knows
of
that.
course. But you just feel like
It's also weaponized.
Well,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
massively weaponized. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I feel sorry for her because for that to happen, you're going to be super like stressed
On
out and
edge.
worried. Then she couldn't sleep. And her friend, allegedly, her friend said, "Oh, why don't you have a drink? It'll help you go to sleep." I mean, it does, especially if you get shit
Yeah.
You go straight
It
to
does.
sleep. So she had a drink and then woke up the next day and then went into work. That's what she said. But I'm just like, are you still going to be... So wait, how drunk were you when you drank? How many did you have? She said she had like a couple of glasses of wine. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, it's possible, but for you to wake up the next day and still be blowing 33,
Yeah, that's
it takes.
That's
They
quite a
say it
lot.
takes about 12 hours to get it out of your system, but it's down to each individual person. Someone like me could drink the same as you, Izzy, and
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to. My metabolism might.
Be able to get
Yeah.
rid of it or whatever. Well, maybe she did have quite a few too many the night before. Is that bad? That's not a crime, is it? It's not a crime.
It's
It's just not
irresponsible.
advised. It's not professional.
But she said she went through. She had like some bereavements in her family. I
Yeah.
get that. See, all of this stuff makes sense, and if we're doing this whole new police thing where we're being a little bit more reasonable, we're looking at stuff individually, I'm okay with her keeping her job to an extent, yeah? Yeah, to an extent. She went to, sorry, let me keep reading. She took steps to remediate her conduct and that I accept she was not drunk. She has not drunk alcohol since. I mean, I don't really care.
Alcohol.
I don't care if you were a drunk or you. So
never
okay,
drank.
so hey, let me give you context. If she had gone out the night before with friends, had a lot to drink and thought I can sleep this off, felt fine, went to work, got breathalyzed, then it was like, oh,
Shit.
you're over.
Yeah.
But you thought you were fine. Like, you were fine. You got to work, no problem. You're not over, you're under.
But you're on the...
It's still in your system, which it would be for anyone that had just drank that day. But my question would be, if that was the case and she made a mistake in that context and thought, oh, it would have been gone by tomorrow because I went out yesterday and I got home at 10 and I started work at 12 per se, and she thought it would be gone and it wasn't, that's okay. To me, that's an understandable.
Reasonable.
That's a reasonable mistake to happen. I wouldn't have gross misconducted her. I'd have said misconduct only. I'd be like, you're an idiot. Like, you're an idiot. Don't be an idiot.
Don't be silly.
And do you know what? This is what frustrates me. You see, she got accelerated misconduct hearing, but the reality is, how many other people have rocked up to work drunk and their line manager said, go home. Just go home. They didn't even, no gross misconduct, no nothing. Go home, I'll chat to you later, you're not fit for work, I'm just going to send you home.
Oh, what, and no misconduct, nothing like
Nothing.
So the fact that she's
that
actually,
is a thing.
Yeah. Especially she's not even over. So couldn't they have just breathalyzed her and then sent her home and said, look, just sleep it off?
Yeah, well, didn't you need to breathalyze her? They could have just said, if you're 33 and 35 is the limit, you'd probably be able to smell the alcohol to some extent.
Yeah, but they should breathalyze her. Well, if they are breathalyzing her, they've obviously got concern that she's had quite a lot.
The reason is, why do they have a concern?
Well, you don't really want drunk.
No, but why?
Police
No,
stuff.
but what made them think that day to go, oh, let me breathalyze her?
Did they smell it? Is there anything in there about?
There's nothing
staff
that says
smelling it,
that
or-
anyone smelt it. They just said, oh, we did a with cause, and that's normally because we think that you're drinking. But why do you think she's drinking?
Maybe her friend told her line manager that I was concerned because she's not sleeping, so I told her to drink. Oh, I don't know. Is it something with the officers that attended?
But okay, for me, so let's just, see, this is the problem with the misconduct system. They don't give you all the context. They like to hide it too much.
Yeah.
It's not transparent. None of that is really referenced in the misconduct when you read it.
Weird.
So you're just sitting there like, well, wait a second. For me, for someone that likes to break them down, I'm like, well, how did we get to this position?
You need answers, yeah.
I understand what she's told us. She's been going through a stressful situation. She's had a bereavement. She's injured herself or
Not
whatever.
sleeping.
Do you know what I'm saying? That all makes sense for someone to drink some alcohol.
Defo.
But why did the Met Police think we're gonna breathalyze you? If they had concerns, why would they not go, actually, I have concerns about your well-being. I'm not gonna flipping breathalyze you. I'm going to give you, actually do welfare and go, do you know what?
Are you okay?
Let's have a talk.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
What support do you need?
seem disheveled. You
Yeah.
seem like you missed work. You've come in today, you seem a bit drowsy. Why is the first thought, oh, let's go get her into trouble?
Especially they would have known that she'd suffered. She was grieving, and she's injured, and she was off the day before. She didn't go in, so they know something's up with her. It's not like just randomly. So they should. And also, I remember in training, obviously it's different for police officers and police staff, but when they sort of got to us about like drugs and drink, they were always from the aspect of like, if you feel like you're having a tough time and you're going to drink and drugs, just come to us and we'll help you. It was like from a very supportive sort of approach, not you'll be penalised and chucked out. It was, we'll help you. Like if you're struggling, obviously not. For some.
Initially I didn't agree with the outcome because I'm in that phase right now of, I'm looking at the disproportionality for certain officers. They like right now, the Met Police don't like men. And they never have liked ethnic minorities. So they get it the harshest. And I'm looking at some of the other outcomes and you're like, well, wait a second. There's another one I'm going to talk about later. And it's like, well, this person has broken the rules, the same as everyone else in misconduct that has broken the rules. So much so that she could be fired. Yeah? Why are we going all the way to an accelerated gross misconduct hearing to then go and have sympathy and empathy for someone?
Yeah, I don't understand.
They're going to say they gave her a final written warning for, was it a final written warning for 5 years? They gave her the maximum penalty for someone, when you really deep it, is struggling.
It's really bad.
That's how you treat people that are suffering. Met Police do better. But it was Katie Lilburn, so am I surprised? No.
And what's that going to do for that officer's well-being? Mental health, well-being, actual ability to do the job for the next 5 years. she's going to be super paranoid to even go out and drink at all, or if she needs to or wants to.
Yep.
I also would be like so distrusting of the service anyway, as an officer, if that's how they treat you when you're in your worst moments. On the surface of it, I think drinking at work, or not at work, but coming in, she's not even over the limit. She should have just been sent home. Reflective, maybe even reflective.
Yeah.
She's not even over the limit.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
So I'm pretty sure in the Met standards they don't want you coming to work having had drunk alcohol
The night before or
but
that day.
they should have that in black and white that you should be walking in at 0. So on firearms.
Okay, but I know. No. Sorry, but there were actual supervisors, inspectors, superintendents that would organise staff drinks on the night of the day shift when you'd have night shifts the next night, they'd go out and get smashed all night, and there's not enough time to sober up and recoup for the next shift. So sorry.
That's why unless she was over, she should have just been left alone.
I think so.
Because and this is why the rule's stupid. If you have this is why you shouldn't have any acceptance for drinking alcohol, especially drinking and driving. It should be 0. If you have drank alcohol, you should not drive your car, regardless of what the number is. Yeah, and it should be the same for work.
100%.
You cannot come to work if you have drunk alcohol.
Yeah, it shouldn't just be if you're over the limit or under the limit.
Yeah, because you've tested her, she's under, but then you've gone, well, it's still pretty high, and you took painkillers, so the combination of these two means you couldn't have done your job effectively. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Are you? No, you're taking the piss.
It's a messy one, and I'm sorry, it's not a good one from the mayor. I don't understand. It's a really bad
decision.
One. There's so many aspects of it. I actually feel really sorry for her.
That should not have been gross misconduct.
See, that would be enough for me to just be like, fuck this, I'm leaving the force. I can't be asked.
Yeah, they do not care about her welfare.
No.
They're like, oh, you're mixing
She
alcohol.
hasn't committed a crime.
Anyone that mixes alcohol with tablets, with medication, actually needs help. Do you get me? They don't need to be punished.
No, they need support, and they need, there's, and especially around, we're in that sort of, in the last sort of 5 years at least, or maybe even longer, I don't know, or shorter, I'm not sure, but there's definitely been a focus on how policing, especially from Right Care, Right Person, how policing responds to welfare and mental health and well-being issues, and that it's important not to penalise or criminalise people who are suffering, yet the force is doing that to their own officers who are struggling.
Yeah, they do it
internally with misconduct.
It's messed up.
It is messed up.
And I think it's down to your line manager if you've got a decent one. Because I got called out actually on TikTok because I said the Met Police's welfare is crap, and I still believe it's crap. But someone called out and said, no, actually, I got a lot of help and it saved my life. And I was like, all right,
okay,
cool.
Great.
Do you know what?
For you.
Yeah, I said, bully for you, great. I'm glad you're still here.
Glad it works once.
But the majority will tell you that it's crap. But it is nice to hear that someone.
It's nice to hear that
they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I've had line managers that are actually pretty chill.
But see, that's dependent on the line manager, like
that's
you
the
say.
problem.
It's not the police. It's if you have a caring, nice line manager that's there for the right reasons and actually wants to support. Yeah, also, I always say this, but I don't know what it's like for officers. Do you have blue? Yeah, you do have blue light champions, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it even a thing really for officers? Like.
Never used it.
Yeah. Well, in the control rooms, I think in my whole department there were 3 blue light champions, which was, you know, if you have a staff in like having a breakdown or as officer in distress or whatever, you would get a blue light champion to go in and sort of de-escalate it and support them. I was one of them. And what struck me was that line managers and duty officers, supervisors, it wasn't compulsory to be blue light trained. So you've got people in charge of officers and staff who don't have a basic 2-day training on staff and officer wellbeing. How on earth can you run and support staff if you've only got 3 people being trained in mental health first aid? Bizarre. I remember having to go, they called me out, a duty officer called me out because a senior police staff member had like made a decision in control that possibly killed someone, or they made the decision too late, and she was like having a breakdown about it. And the duty officer was like, well, I'm not blue light trained and I don't really want to deal with it, so Izzy, can you just go and deal with it? And I was like really new to the department. I was going and speaking to someone much senior, and I just thought, Jesus Christ, not even duty officers can go and support senior officers here and staff. It's just bad. But yeah, I mean, I think this misconduct case just reiterates the bad approach that the Met have to officers and staff that struggle. But I mean, I don't know. Is there anything more to it? Is it maybe she wasn't liked by her line manager, or I don't know. I feel like there's always more to it because it's not consistent. It's never consistent. It's never.
That's the problem with the
Yeah.
Met. There's no consistency, and I think you're right. I think you touched on something. It's that it's normally
more to
line
it.
manager based, and it's the roll of the dice. If your line manager is someone that actually wants to do their job, can do their job,
likes you enough to do their job for you,
then you might get the help. But outside of that, you're not getting any help. You're just getting left, you're fed to the wolves. And it sounds like she got fed to the wolves. And she was lucky to keep her job because...
Is she with a 5-year final written warning?
She's lucky to keep her job because other commanders would have fired her. And I just don't think... I think Katie Lilburn, in the position that she's in, she was the head of the DPS. She's in the hearings unit now. She should have been able to read that and go, why the f*** are we here?
Yeah, what a waste of...
It's not like she was out on a jolly and she got caught out in Lloyd's or wherever the
or with a bottle of vodka in the changing room.
Came into work. And even if she did come in with a bottle of vodka, she's still got a problem. That's an actual health problem. Do you get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's not someone that's just...
Someone
it's not
struggling.
like someone that's... She's not someone that continuously just gets drunk and is a functioning alcoholic and just is taking the piss. She's someone that needs help.
She needs an aid to get her through day to day.
Yeah, she needs support. And you've just gone, well, here's my support. Here's your 5-year final written warning. You make any mistake or something that we perceive as a mistake. And
your financial security, your career. This is awful. This is actually awful.
Nah, do you know what? It's appropriate for me to say this now. Yeah, bun the DPS.
Yeah, I do.
This is... How? Who's the appropriate authority for this?
I actually think they should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, they should always be ashamed of themselves. It's nothing new. But that's actually... When you actually, spell it out, officers struggling, not even over the limit, no crime committed.
Let me make sure I'm right. No, you checked it. It's 35, isn't it?
35.
35. It's 35. I'm looking at it now. www.metpolice.com. 80 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood, or 35 micrograms of alcohol per 100 milliliters of breath. And they breathalyzed her. And she was 31 and 33. She blew under, so that's it. We should just go about our business.
Do you know what? If I was her, I'd be looking at a personal injury claim, because that would be detrimental to my health. Struggling, and then the Met would put you through that. Sorry, I would look at your civil court options.
She was on painkillers. Go on, I can see you ready to strike, Viper.
I think I'd be willing to put money on it. If you went to the team that she worked on, asked around, they will tell you that she was not liked by the team.
Yeah.
And the use of that breathalyzer test was a weaponization. It had nothing to do with whether you're fit for work or anything like that.
So
they try their luck. It's a form of punishment. It
yeah,
has nothing to do with welfare. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
And that's what. And it's the word that I love to say, the gang stalking of the police to target someone, namely the weaponization of welfare. So turning up to her house.
Yeah.
Saw an empty bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And went, she may have a drinking problem. She's got 2 bottles.
they tried to do that with me.
A bottle of wine just has 4 wine glasses in it.
Yeah.
You can easily do that through a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I imagine it probably was partial to vicious gossip.
Yeah.
Then turned into, let's watch whether she's doing this. Let's bully her even further with this breathalyzer test. She blew under, but she's still got alcohol in the system. It's not right. Let's push it through. I imagine Kate Lilburn probably identified that in it, but she didn't want to be seen as weak, so she gave the harshest penalty.
Yeah.
Because again, all of this is victim of policing culture.
Yeah.
And not wanting to fall foul of it.
So,
100%.
you ready for why she was on medication?
Amen. Yeah.
She was on medication because she had been on her bicycle and come off of it and broken her ribs. So she would have been on some high painkillers.
Yeah. God,
She's living by herself, was lonely, and had recently suffered significant personal bereavement.
Oh my
The effects of the
God.
painkillers meant that she was inadvertently missed her first early shift. She was feeling stressed about missing work and was ashamed that her colleagues had to come to her house to perform a welfare check. She was given the day off and spent it stressing that she had let the team down and would be reprimanded.
Oh
She
my
found
God, the
herself
anxiety.
panicking. A friend suggested a couple of glasses of wine would calm her down. She had 3 glasses. She woke up in a panic and then went to work. Then this is what I'm saying. When I first saw it, I was like, and I'm gonna keep saying this. When you look at everyone else, she should have been fired. Yeah. But when you actually read it, because of the way that they like to fire people, that's the only reason I'm saying it. I'm not saying I believe that she should have, but she should have been fired. But when you just listen to that, that was just a brief sentence of her just saying this is what happened, and you're like, you broke your
the
ribs.
extreme anxiety
Yeah.
that she's obviously got in not being at work. Yeah. Oh my gosh, to think that she's had an injury there where she's broken her ribs. You have to be off because she's on medication, is injured. And the anxiety of her letting the team down. I can't imagine working in a team where I've had an injury like that and I'm so anxious about letting them down when you've been that injured. That must not have been a nice environment to work in, I'm telling you that. So, sorry, I don't think she's got a nice, yeah.
We'll end this with this funny story. Babe, do you remember? First day on firearms, yeah? First day I'm going to firearms.
Shit, man.
I have a fight the weekend before, and I didn't get knocked out, but I got
At work?
I got a concussion in my fight. I had a fight. I fight.
At work?
No, I fight.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So
I start work on
profile,
Monday,
yeah.
had a fight on Saturday or Sunday, got a concussion, and then I went, yeah, we had to email my sergeant, who I've never met, and this is firearms. I'm like, these guys are crazy. And I was like, oh yeah, Sarge, FYI, soz, we haven't met each other, but I got a concussion yesterday. And I don't think it'll be appropriate that I come in and handle guns. So yeah, they ripped the shit out of me. I came in on like the Tuesday or the Wednesday because I was like, no, it's just not okay. Came in, sergeant standing there, and I'm lucky. My sergeant was so chill. He's a funny ass guy. I love him. So funny. Come in. He's like, so you're Dom? I'm like, yeah. He was just like, you're lucky you're big. He was like, you're so lucky. He was like, how the f*** do you not come into work on your first day? Like, you just left us hanging. He's like, nah, I'm messing. You wouldn't have done shit anyway. So like, the first day I wouldn't have handled a gun or done anything. He was just like, I would have just shown you around. But he's like, no, you made the right choice. You
made a responsible choice.
You shouldn't have come into work with a concussion. No, I didn't make the choice. You did. But I was just like,
you can't go to it. No, I'm going to go. It's my first day. You can't go to it.
You actually can't.
He was repeating things over and over again. The concussion was bad.
Shit, man.
Didn't you also have a broken toe?
oh, I had 2 broken toes, but that's okay.
Well, thank God you didn't have a drink because of the anxiety of not going in and then come in and possibly get a misconduct.
Who knows? I don't know if I had a drink. I probably forgot.
Yeah. Well.
But
can I just say also, like, I don't know, this is completely like not even relevant because her friend, unless her friend was in policing, but I don't know if I would be advising to have alcohol to my friend who's in that position. Or just have 4 glasses of wine. It should help. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they're social drinkers.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know if you know your friend's on medication for an injury and was anxious about missing work and is going to work the next day. I don't know if I'd be saying, oh, get on a bender or something, or have a cup. Well, maybe have a glass of wine, or maybe I'd say have a chamomile tea. Oh no, who am I? I just sound like such a preacher. Never mind. Anyway,
Yeah, it doesn't say what medication she was on.
I feel sorry for her, and I hope she's okay, and I hope she's being supported by some sort of welfare, if not in the Met, externally, because she was obviously struggling, and I hope her ribs have mended.
She's saying, Lil Burn, you're just...
I just get bad vibes. It's horrible.
The sample of breath, 31 micrograms, taking the lower of the 2 samples. But you only take the lower of the 2... Okay, they always take the lower of the 2 samples. But she's talking as though she's blown over. She has not blown over.
No.
She has not blown over. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know about any of this.
Taking the lower of the samples was more than double the substance misuse and testing policy level of 13 micrograms. So the Metropolitan Police have a policy of 13. Why do we have a policy where it's acceptable to come into work with alcohol?
Yeah,
I think it's probably one of the rare times that designing rules and taking culture into existence. So, for example, British culture, very heavy on drinking. And that's the one time that they have actually incorporated it into policy. Secondly, let's not forget there used to be a bar at TSG5 area.
Yeah, but I don't care. I understand, you're right. But it should be
ridiculous.
zero. It should just be zero. It should just be zero. But the reason they have to give 13 because they know police officers go drinking the night before, and there's no way they're going to be zero by the time they come in the next day. So they go, okay, just make it 13.
Because I don't want police officers drinking the night before. Ideally, don't you want to be crisp and clean so you can save the public?
No.
Functioning alcoholic is a thing.
Yeah, but I hope she's okay, and I'm just another reason for me to dislike the Met.
Yeah, we'll just finish that one with Bun the DPS.
Yeah, so do my one now.
Yeah, go for it. Let's go.
Okay.
What have you got for me?
Okay. I have got. Right. Let me get. Now, this one is it's a bit techie, so I'm like not gonna go through the ins and outs because it's too much. Basically, it's a police sergeant Ricky Hawkridge.
I think I've read this. Go on.
Now, Ricky Hawkridge, he this took place in April, the hearing, 2025, and July. But the outcome wasn't given until the 29th of September. I've never heard of that. I thought so. They've had 2 hearings and then an outcome like months later. So this sergeant, the allegation, without authorization and without proper authorization, using the CALM system, which is the police officer system to book on, book off, overtime, holiday, all that. Using the CALM system, you gained or attempted to gain improper financial advantage, namely excess overtime payments when arranging changing rosters for yourself to work overtime for METCC on some or all of the following occasions, and it's literally like 10 dates. This also includes, I believe, because it's quite techie, this misconduct hearing, days where he was rostered to work would be like bank holiday. He then changed his roster, so where he's not working it, to then book an overtime shift in Met Control to then get the double pay.
Wait. Let me understand what you're saying. So, okay, wait. Say that again. Was he rostered to work the bank holiday?
So, it says, right.
The allegation. I've got it here too. Let me do it.
Because it's very techie.
Being a member of the Met Police on occasion between the 4th and April, blah, 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 without authorization, blah, 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 blah. Okay, wait, it's part 2, isn't it? By reason of matter to either individually or collectively. No, where's the allegation? Where are you reading from? You read it.
I'm on page 4. Yeah.
Go on, you read it.
Being a member of the Metropolitan Police Service on occasions between the 4th of April 2021 and the 1st of December 2021 without authorization and or without proper authorization, using the CALM computer automated management system, you gained and or attempted to gain improper financial advantage, namely access overtime payments when arranging and or changing rosters for yourself to work overtime for METCC and on some of the all of the following occasions. And then there's a list of dates.
Oh, I've got the part where it says P.S. Hawkridge had used re-rostered bank holiday days, which means they are still treated as bank holiday days, to work overtime in METCC. In doing so, was able to claim a double time on the basis that is still treated as if working on a bank holiday.
Double time, overtime.
Yeah.
Bad man.
In some instances, because of the short notice of the overtime,
less than 15,
which was deemed for operational need, this enabled him to also get the day back.
And the day back.
Also got the day back.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man. He's a bad man. He's a bad man. It's not. He doesn't just want the double time.
No, that's not good enough.
He wants the double time, overtime,
and the day back.
And he's a bad man.
And this has included him reallocating the re-rostered bank holidays to days he was due to work on his normal shift, thus becoming a bank holiday, as a result of him designating it as such. He has then booked himself into overtime on that day in METCC, enabling a claim to overtime at double pay as opposed to simply working his designated shift on a normal day without normal
He's a bad man.
do that?
So many do
Listen,
that. So
that
many
was going to
do
be
that.
my next line. Do you know how many people do that?
But you shouldn't have. But I don't know if you. I didn't realise as an officer on comms, because it's not the same for.
He's being punished for a loophole in the system.
Yeah.
He's being part of a loophole system.
No. Police staff don't have access to do that, so police officers do on comms then.
Yeah.
Well, that should be stopped then. Yeah, that's the loophole then. Then that should be stopped.
No, but you need the sergeants to be able to have access to
Yeah.
it so they can change comms for people if they're
To
not.
other people, but not yourself. It should say like computer says no when it's yours.
You're not supposed to do yourself.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't be able to do yourself.
But you can do yourself because it may be a necessity. Prime example is this. Say the sergeant isn't rostered to work on the Monday, but his team is just asked to accept the fact.
Get his lineman.
But he needs to come in and do something because he has to come in.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
get his duty officer or his
so,
lineman just.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier if he just books himself.
Yeah, it's a lot
on.
easier, but this is how this shit happens. So no.
No, it's not how this shit happens. This shit happens because they want to make money. They're like, well, I can do this. The rule says I'm allowed to do it, so I just do it for myself.
But it's scandalous.
Of course it is. If somebody else
I don't even think it's scandalous.
If somebody else had done it for him, then there wouldn't be a problem. The issue is that he did it for himself.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly,
if he said
to
his mate,
claim more
I'm gonna-
money.
Listen, do you want to get in on this overtime, blah, blah, blah. And he changed it for him. Guaranteed his mate's walking around scot-free. Loads of money in his pocket. Like, it's fine. Like, everybody does it. Everybody does it. It's unfair that he gets punished for the loot.
I'm not saying I've done it because I don't have access to comms, so I can't. But I'm not saying that people.
So I could pad P.
I don't even use comms in Bad P.
You don't need to.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
Like in Bad P, but
they burn 50s when they're.
I mean, well, everything you're saying, to be fair, is included in the panel's assessment. Like the CALM system and authorization procedures are unclear. The policies regarding claiming overtime in these circumstances weren't clearly communicated, and no one gets any training in it.
no, but you don't need training. So all he has done is gone. I'm going to work this day. But, I'm going to make it.
He's allocated a day on his roster for himself as a bank holiday.
Yeah.
Yes, because he's allowed to do that. Yeah, you can use it whenever you want.
If you want to use
Yeah,
it, if you're
well.
dumb enough to use it on an actual bank holiday where you get
Yeah,
Yeah, that's dumb. That is dumb.
Because if you're already doing it for overtime and you've got it as like a less than 15, so you've got it for time and a half or time and whatever, put it on and then it's a bank holiday, so you get a day back. Why the hell would I not move the bank holiday to a day? That's just
And
standard.
then also,
yeah.
I would have put it on my normal shift, which is 8 hours.
Yeah.
I do 12.
Yeah, just do a 12-hour shift.
Okay, I get what you're both saying. I really do, and I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do this myself. But the problem is, if I'm gonna be on my moral high horse, no one should be in a position to be able to do that.
But that's not
because
immoral.
That's how we're taking money away from it to go to other things.
From whom?
From the police.
Like what?
From
What police is us? We pay the taxes.
No. But to go into like other things, like okay.
But he would have got that money anyway.
Would he?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, because he
wouldn't have
worked
got
the
all-
bank holiday. He got the day back for working the bank holiday, and he got the overtime. He put the bank holiday day, so he worked that bank holiday
this is
as
true.
an overtime day anyway. So he was doing overtime on a national holiday day. He got the day back for the national holiday, and only as Babe was saying, only a donkey
But he
would
didn't
put
get
down an 8-hour
authorization.
shift.
He didn't get authorization.
From who? If they said I can do the overtime, I can do the overtime.
Okay. So why has he gone to misconduct because he's got no authorization?
Because someone's salty, he made probably about 150 grand that year.
Yeah, someone's salty.
Someone's upset.
Yeah, but you obviously need authorization.
Yeah, his inspector would have authorised it.
So
Or
he's
whoever
done
is
it
doing the
without,
overtime.
He's done it without his inspector's authorization.
But you
so
probably
that
did,
is the problem here.
Okay. Shall I tell you how it works?
That's
it goes
the problem
Shall I
here.
tell you how it works 9 times out of 10? A skipper walks in, if you're a PC, and goes, who wants to do overtime? Or you get a phone call, do you want to do overtime? It's not always your line manager, i.e. if he's the sergeant doing it, being the person authorising. So you don't know. It could have been whatever. And they would just say, just change your comms. Just make it work. As in, put it where it's supposed to go and where you want it to go. Because what will happen is that day will go back into like his group of days, allocated days for overtime or whatever, and then he will choose that day and stick it on another day that he wants it to be on. Someone's upset that he's smarter than them.
Yeah, but isn't everyone responsible to make sure you've got authorization for what you're putting through?
No, he would have. He would have.
Get authorization about it.
But why are they saying you need authorization?
Because someone's salty. Look, you even said it.
Himself.
Yeah.
He's playing favourites with himself and somebody who doesn't have the ability to do it, doesn't change colours, doesn't have the call operators training.
Yeah.
Or someone who doesn't have an NSPIS license, so they can do custody,
Yeah.
for example. They're salty that they haven't got extra revenues to make money, and when they do make extra money with overtime, it's only time and a quarter or whatever it is after a shift. It's only 2 or 3 hours at a time, so they don't have access to making extra money. They're jealous, so they've reported him.
But okay, fine. But then if it was like nothing to uphold.
That's why.
Look, it says it here. Those claims were all authorised by land managers with no challenge.
So why are they taking to misconduct? I'm so confused.
Because someone's upset that he probably made
But you can't
150k.
you can't just take someone to misconduct because you're upset with how they've done.
That's literally what the DPS do.
I know that's what they do. No. I know that's what they do. But as just like a bog standard staff member or a police officer or whatever, you can't just report someone because I'm pissed off that they're doing so much overtime. So I'm going to report them.
Just find something else to report.
Literally,
Really?
What's his name? Not Britain, not Cundy. Who's the one?
Valentine's?
No, I keep going. The
Taylor?
deputy
Lawrence
assistant, the assistant commissioner.
Matt Dukes?
Yeah, Matty. Matty said he wanted to do his Al Capone style investigations. He highlighted people that are doing excess overtime as some of the people that he's going to be looking at. So yes, this is what they do. That officer who has simply done, like, he stayed within the boundaries of the rules, and now they're saying he didn't get proper authorization. But when you read deeper, it says, "Oh, line manager signed it off."
Okay, but then
Someone's just upset.
No. If you go through the allegations, some of them are proved to have no authorization. So, for example, there's one on the 27th of April 21 where it was found proven because he didn't find proper authorization or actual entitlement to double time on the basis of the claim he made. Then there was another one on the facts.
On the basis, what was the claim that he made? What did it say?
He made a claim for double time on another date, which we do not accept he had proper authorization. So I'm sorry, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 12. No, sorry, 9. Yeah, 9 out of 12 allegations were proved for not having authorization.
Believed, I don't know if they proven. Because if it was proven, then why the hell has he not been arrested for fraud?
Well, anyway.
Like, why is he not arrested for fraud? They're saying that he's manipulating the system. He's stealing money from there. Do you get what I'm saying? He's manipulating the system so that he could take money that he shouldn't have had. That's fraud.
Exactly.
So clearly it's not fraud.
Yeah, but they'd say it be dealt with as an internal staff.
No, it's a criminal offence.
No. Yeah, okay, but I said that in my situation. They said it's not.
No, that's
it's not a criminal offence because it's happened within work environment.
No.
That's what the Met says. That's what the Met says. If there's crimes in workplaces, they say it's a workplace matter and it's an internal conduct issue. That's what they say.
Here's the question.
It's bad.
When someone does fraud, is it not normally a workplace matter? How many times have I been to calls of fraud in orders or wherever in West End because someone at work has been scanning something inappropriately and selling it to people for cheaper for them to give them money around the back door? That's fraud.
It's very true.
It's the same thing inside the police station, and officers have been.
But police don't do that.
Let me find.
But the police don't.
Wait,
do that.
there was that officer recently that just got done for 1.5 million fraud. He got 9 years.
Well, I don't know. It's inconsistent, isn't it? But.
No. Chatting, not you. You're not chatting shit, but you're chatting shit. Shall I tell you why you're chatting shit? Because I know an officer. I was thinking, do I know an officer? Of course I flipping know an officer. I'm not going to say his name, but I know an officer that got nicked. No, because he's calm. He got nicked for Calm's fraud. Because they said that he was booking someone on so that the other person would give him something so he could book him on for days. So that person was getting paid because the skipper was booking that person on and he wasn't at work, and they believed he was doing it only to get gain, for financial gain from it.
Well, that's not great.
And he got nicked, so it's a criminal offence. So if they say that to you, just say, you're chatting shit, yeah? Whoever said that to you, you're chatting shit, because I can name you officers that have been arrested for it.
So Commander Andy Britton.
Oh, my mate Andy Britton. You know, I didn't like him, but now I like him. He just lets everyone go.
No, but why? So then why is none of this fraud then?
Call him Moses.
Because look.
No, I'm gonna call him Greg Popovich. You won't get the reference. He's a basketball player, head coach. Let me finish this.
Okay,
He's the head coach, and he loves black people. And they say that he's put more black children through college, made more black millionaires because United Negro College Fund. So we're gonna start. That's his new name, Andy Britton. You keep letting us slide. Yeah, you keep letting everyone slide apparently. So Andy Britton, you're the new Greg Popovich. We love you.
Mind you, he just did a girl's misconduct in the Met, and it wasn't a good one. He sacked her, and there was no need. So
You say that, but Andy's let a lot of people slide. So
well,
he's allowed a bad day. He's allowed a bad day. Come on.
He's allowed a bad day.
He's allowed one that bad day.
Okay, all right. Let me go to the outcome. So they said it amounted to misconduct only. They said P.S. Hawkridge had used the system for his own benefit without appropriate authority and failing to make adequate checks that was actual authority. The claims was clearly submitted to obtain double pay by submitting them as claims for overtime worked on bank holidays. Blah, 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 blah. In the panel's view, P.S. Hawkridge's failure was not to properly establish that this was a legitimate use of the system. For the panel, it's hard to accept that any police officer, let alone a sergeant with management responsibilities, would have believed this practice of re-rostering bank holiday leave onto work days and then taking an overtime claimed at double time could ever be an appropriate practice. He has at the least turned a blind eye to the potential for his actions to be wrong, both in practice and in principle. So, the panel was of the firm view that P.S. Hawkridge's misconduct was not carried out knowingly or intentionally.
They just said he knew that he was... They literally, I was reading it with you.
No, I can't.
Earlier on, they say that he knew what he was doing.
Sorry, yeah. P.S. Hawkridge had used the system for his own benefit. The panel was of firm view that his misconduct was not carried out knowingly. Nah, Andy Britton, you're embarrassing.
No, let my guy...
Nah, you're embarrassing on this one.
Yo, just let him cook. Andy cook. Let Andy cook.
Actually, you're actually embarrassing.
Let Andy cook. Let Andy cook, man.
Okay, the panel did find... Oh, jeez. Okay.
Andy the Redeemer.
Listen.
My guy just lets people go.
No.
Exactly. Andy, he's doing his bits, man. Let him go. I'm sorry.
It gets worse. The panel did not find that he acted dishonestly. Yeah, he didn't act dishonestly. The panel did find a lack of integrity.
How can you have a lack of integrity but act honestly?
Integrity is honesty. Oh, I don't understand.
Can I have the definition of integrity, please?
It's honesty, isn't it? And transparency. Well,
I want the definition.
It's a core policing value.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Integrity.
Yes.
I don't understand these misconduct.
I don't think they do.
The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. A gentleman of complete integrity.
So can you be honest but not have integrity? That's the next question.
Well, you can in the Met Police, apparently.
According to St. Andy of Second Chances, you can.
Yeah, Andy Britton.
Oh, do you know what?
Commander Andy Britton, please can you explain? I'm actually
Andy Britton's from Croydon. Andy Britton he's down the road.
It's down the road. Well,
shout out you, Andy. Yeah. We love you. Izzy doesn't, but I do.
Well, this is a call
I need you for my misconduct.
A direct call out to Commander Andy Britton. Please tell me how you can't find dishonesty, but you can find a lack of integrity. Can you just clarify that for me, please? I'd love to know the difference between those. His failure to adequately check that what he was doing was acceptable practice within MPS overtime policy. Is it important to make... Anyway, clearly there is potential for harm. Firstly, the claims were not allowed.
There was no flipping harm. Go away.
It says public money was therefore being inappropriately claimed.
Oh, they piss away money every day.
They do, but they don't need any more money.
There's people at Carnival that are getting paid double time that are guarding drinks. I'm just letting you guys know.
I know. They piss away money in stupid ways, but we don't need any more monies being taken, I think. But anyway... The public would be clearly concerned, not only that officers were able to bring such claims, blah, 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 blah. So they found medium to low culpability, reasons, whatever, the bizarre reasons they've given. He's also offered his intention to repay it.
Why? Nah, keep your money, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother. I'd just be like, I do misconduct. Give me my punishment. I'm not paying it back.
Yeah.
Anyway, blah, blah, blah.
As for your money, I'm either eating it or I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
Always pissing it away.
He's sitting in his misconduct with a
Rolex.
Oh my days.
Where's the money? No.
I don't know.
Oh, that's jokes. So he got a written warning, which will be on his record for 18 months.
Only 18 months?
Yeah.
They gave him the minimum. That's the least you... Wait, can you give them
That
12?
was Commander
What's the
Andy
point in giving
Britton.
him 12, 18? You could have given... Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
So...
Andy Britton, shout out you. You're my new guy.
No, but but you say that, but then I don't know if I'd want someone who's inconsistent, like...
Amnesty Andy?
He doesn't even know the difference between dishonesty and integrity.
He does.
Bruv,
It's negotiable. That's why.
I can't.
Everyone a good day.
He puts at the end of the misconduct as well, like, it's important to know that this was decided on its own merits. Yeah, also the definition of honesty and integrity as well. You've decided what you feel like it is. Honestly, I
He's upset,
can't.
is he?
Yeah, I'm really upset. Like I said, Andy, like, just, answer my question, please. I'll do a public video to you. I'll actually write an open letter. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to actually submit you to the UN for something.
You just go through the 7 stages of grief. He's just gone.
Yeah, I'm angry now. No. Yeah.
I'm
Nah,
intrigued
it's just
at your
ridiculous.
choice of anger
It's
towards
just-
Andy Britton because he let someone go.
Do you know what I mean? You can
Andy
do
Britton,
something like that.
what the guy did, he mildly, if he did, abused Calms, yeah, and Izzy's off on one. She's gone. You're gonna have to get the violin out again, aren't we?
We are. I'm just pissed off that we've got a commander that doesn't know the difference between honesty and integrity.
He does. I told you
doesn't.
it's negotiable.
It is negotiable, yeah.
It is negotiable. But
Oh,
we're gonna
fuck.
jump on to the
Yeah.
next one. We're gonna segue on to PC Jennifer Stowers. Oh, Sugar Plum.
Jennifer, what was the surname?
Stowers.
I feel like I've had...
I know her.
Then maybe skip on to the next one.
No, we're not going to. We'll do it anyway. But I know her. I used to work with her. I'm pretty sure I used to work with her.
Oh, juicy.
That's messed up. This is like... So reading this is like super short because, okay, she decided... And I don't know where I sit with this because as we explain it, I might shift like I did the last one. Because
Okay.
the last one I was initially like, oh, bun her, she should get fired. And then as I read into it more,
Yeah.
I was like, actually, do you know what? Bun you, Katie Lilburn, as per usual. But who's the chair for this one?
Oh,
Is it
God.
Arme Katie? I don't know. I don't have a... Who's the chair? Oh, Katie! Katie Lilburn will do all of the accelerated misconduct hearings, which I don't think is appropriate. I keep telling people,
Yeah.
don't let the DPS do your flipping gross misconduct hearing. How can the people who investigated
Who else
you...
is supposed to do it, though?
Anyone! You got commanders across the board. Any fucking commander can do it.
Do you mean
but
chairing it? Like...
she chairs.
Yeah, sorry, got you.
The head of the DPS or the hearings unit, the person who authorised for you to be here, is now making the decision on whether you should stay.
Oh,
And
no.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
What the hell?
So yeah, Jennifer Stowers. I'm pretty sure it's the Jennifer I'm thinking of. If it is, shout out you, Jen. Shout me. So between 18th of May 2023 and 2025, the 2nd of May, PC Styles is alleged to have been running a mobile spray tanning business via Instagram page whilst claiming to be unable to attend work in person due to issues with her mental health. And what's mad, I saw people on X talking about this and they were like, oh, how can you not be able to come into work and be able to go out to people and do spray tan? The issue is
Different job.
work is stressful.
Yeah.
That's why. It's because being a police officer
Yeah.
is long sometimes.
Yeah.
It can make you feel like you're losing your absolute marbles.
Yeah.
So doing anything else, like, when you have your therapy sessions, if you've ever had them, I haven't even finished reading this, but I'm going off into my rant. Anyone that's ever had a therapy session and sits down and talks to the therapist or psychiatrist, whoever the you talk to, they'll tell you, what do you do for fun? Is there anything else you think you could do to make you calm the down? Where is your happy place? I'm swearing a lot now, but who cares? We can have I'm gonna quack that too. But yeah. And this is what pisses me off about the Met. It's the same as the one before. You have someone that has an issue, an actual medical issue. Hers is a mental health one. You might not be able to flip invisibly see. And you punish them.
Sorry, they just don't like that she's working for herself. And not coming
Listen,
into
me
the
and
Met.
Katie, we had beef about this and I had to bad her up. It was further alleged that PC Styles failed to apply for a business interest and carried out her business
Well, fair
whilst
enough.
on duty.
That's a formality she's failed to do.
In doing so, it is alleged that PC Styles has breached the standards of professional behaviour and respect for discreditable conduct, honesty and integrity, which apparently they're not synonymous, are they, babe?
No.
Honesty and integrity, you don't have to both.
It's not the same. Yeah.
Was she dismissed?
Yeah, she was.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kate Lilburn found allegations proven and that PC Styles has breached the standards of behaviour, blah, 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 blah. She was dismissed
'cause she
without
didn't
notice.
disclose.
Because she didn't disclose she had a spray tan. But I think the
She
deeper...
had a spray
She had a
tan
spray tan
business.
business. But I'm gonna drag this to myself and I'm gonna tell you a real life story. I had a business interest for a very, very long time, since 2019? Yeah, I'm not gonna say what it was 2019, 2020. And it was all given the green light. Everyone was like, yeah, fine, you have your business interest, it's cool. I get an allegation, blah, 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 blah. Katie Lilburn, in her infinite wisdom, when she was the head of the DPS, decided, you are not allowed to have your business interest anymore because you're under investigation. And the public wouldn't like that you're making money when you're suspended. I'm like, why why would the public not like me making money whilst actually being at work? Or I'm suspended because you dickheads can't figure out what I've done.
Yeah.
But because I'm suspended, I cannot make the money I would have made anyway if I wasn't. And the public would be upset that I was making money. Why would they be upset?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't. They don't care.
It's irrelevant.
What they care about is, did he do it? If he did, how bad was it? What was he done? Same for Styles, for Jennifer. What has Jennifer done? She's got a spray tan business and she's not coming into work because she's got mental health issues. Okay, cool. Can we have more information on that? No. What?
Sorry, is this gross misconduct then?
That was an accelerated misconduct hearing.
Accelerated gross misconduct?
Yeah. She's fine. She's gone. Because she had a spray tan business in which she was going out and spray tanning people. And the only way they found out is because they went onto her Instagram, found it on Instagram, and then she got reported. And I'm just like...
Can I just quickly read to you from the report?
Go, yeah, read from the report.
Absolutely disgusting. Okay. The officer gave oral evidence. She stated that she had told her former line manager, Piers Potter, that her mental health was poor and that he'd referred her to occupational health. She had told occupational health that she was not able to leave home or attend work in person. She accepted that she had a spray tanning business, which was featured on Instagram, called Jennifer Styles Tan. With regard to the Instagram posts during working hours, she said these were all scheduled posts, as she always did her working hours at home and put the pictures up to make it look like she was doing it during the day, because if she posted at certain times, she'd get more viewings. She said she was able to meet people on a one-to-one basis. Completely fine, right? When cross-examined by the AA, the officer stated that she attended social events, i.e. weddings or hen parties, with a maximum of 1 or 2 people, but never a crowd. She stated that she paid for the spray tanning award contained in the bundle. In answer to my questions, the officer denied spray tanning wedding guests, but accepted that she did visit people in their homes to spray tan them, but no more than 2 people together on any occasion. She denied attending any wedding party to spray tan guests. At the conclusion of her evidence, I went through each line of each allegation with Piers Brinsley in order to clarify which allegations were accepted. The officer's admissions were included in my findings, which were as follows. Allegation 1, proved by omission, blah, 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 blah. The basis that denial of the officer's poor mental health on leaving the house was specifically about the fear of returning to work and fear of larger groups. Therefore, the officer contended that her fear was not about leaving the house per se. Allegation 3 was at 1.3 was accepted in part, namely that over a 2-year period the officer ran a mobile spray tanning business with an Instagram page, Jennifer Styles Tan. However, it was denied that this was done whilst claiming to be unable to attend work in person due to not being able to leave the house. The occupational health report was based on a telephone assessment which took place in February 2025. The report stated that additionally she experiences poor mental health when leaving the house and requires support from her partner and neighbours for school runs and other essential outings. Despite these challenges, she's able to manage her work responsibilities by working remotely, taking regular breaks and adhering to her just leg duties. I note that the occupational health practitioner uses the term leaving the house broadly, and there's no qualification about her poor mental health in specific settings. It is also noted that in the report that the officer cannot undertake routine activities such as school runs and other essential outings. This is contrary to the officer's oral evidence, and that her poor mental health about leaving the house is limited to specific social activities such as returning to the office or being in larger social groups. They're literally just unpicking her mental health.
Literally.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to say it's quite
You're not meant to,
violating.
like-
You're not sick enough.
Because they can't envisage it.
Yeah.
When you and I both know.
Yeah.
It's not accept.
Completely and
Yeah.
utterly possible.
Yeah, it's
It's
insane.
really degrading and violating.
I hope she's happy and orange somewhere else.
I hope she
Yeah.
is. Jenny, I hope
she's
you are
spraying
happy and
the
orange.
out of people.
Yeah.
And
because-
getting loads of money for it. And
But Katie Lilburn.
I wonder if she's
Well,
appealed.
misconduct.
Do you think she could? Is there any point
Any
of being
point,
held?
No, because they'll argue the business interest part. They'll just say, oh well, you lied because honesty and integrity. But we know.
Yeah, but
it's
so
negotiable.
your other PSs is lying and taking money, extra money on bank holiday.
He wasn't lying.
I don't
What
know
Rich
what Andy
wasn't
would
lying.
have said about this.
Listen, Andy Britton, yeah, my
Say
guy
his
Andy
full
Britton,
name.
free my
Saint
guy,
Andy of Second Chances.
and second chances would have let Jenny slide. He would have just been like, you know, it's an honest mistake.
I feel so bad for her. This is just another example of the Met and their approach to mental health with officers and staff. This is dreadful.
They pretend like they care.
This is long for you. This is not looking good, I'm telling you. This is a really embarrassing for the Met Police right now. I'm not even joking. It's embarrassing. This is exposing the neglect and the absolute hostility towards staff and officers who are suffering.
So it wasn't the
What the
Met. I think it was Thames Valley did a similar thing with the highest payout. One of the highest was like 1.5 million to a woman.
I wanted her lawyer, but she's a bit expensive.
Yeah, what did she do? She had a business, events company.
Yeah.
And they said, well, you can't work from home and have a business interest.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, you can't have your business interest. And she was like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how can you have mental health issues if you can still work, but just not for us? Because how many times do we have to say this? Metropolitan Police, Thames Valley Police, Essex Police, any police, you guys are the problem. Your
Yeah.
organisation is the
love
issue that gives people mental health issues.
Correct.
Going to all these silly calls, not silly, outrageous calls, having to deal
And
with
having no
other
welfare.
people's mental health,
Yeah.
having to deal with people not being here anymore, having to be with people taking their own lives in certain ways.
Having to
deal
work with the stupid system that is the police.
Yep,
you
having to
know,
miss your children's
paperwork,
birthdays,
yeah.
having to go to work early and leave late, having to give half an hour of our pay to the king,
That's really out
having
of order.
to-
You won't catch me doing that. Well,
having
actually,
to
you'd have
beg
do
for overtime when you need it, having to never have a lunchtime, having to be told that you have to do a constant watch back to back to back, having to arrest shoplifters or beggars, having to we can
true
get the
though,
violin
it's
in,
true, it's
having
true.
to flipping beg for good uniform, having to be punished for not having the right
Take
uniform.
the brunt of public hate. You know, officers take the brunt of public hate.
Yeah,
But
then
what
we
other
step.
officers
that's-
do?
A lot
then
of
you
that shit's
step outside
inside.
and it's
Yeah, then you step outside and people are warring you for
You can't do
having
right,
cameras
can't
in
do
your
wrong.
face.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you know what, your mental health isn't actually that bad enough because you can still spray tan people. Of course I can spray tan people. I can spray tan people.
Also, she has to still make money. That's going to make her mental health even worse if she's got no money and she's probably
But
not getting
these
sick
people,
pay. So
listen,
she has to
Katie
make money.
Lilburn's on probably 120 grand a year.
Oh,
She don't
I can't
understand
stand
the
these
struggle.
people. I can't
She's a
stand these
commander, she
people.
don't care.
I can't.
I think everybody can agree that being a police officer, when you're not treated well, strips your sense of worth.
Yeah.
Over a period of time, right?
Yeah.
And to rebuild yourself back up again, you need to refine that sense of worth, that sense of purpose. So you find other things. Often you find other police officers who find things. They get allotments. They go and do doctorates. They go and retrain and do something else, where they suddenly feel valued again. Like they understand something, and they're not complete. They're reforming their identity away from
Finding themselves. Yeah.
away from being the police, being a police officer. And I think this is always conveniently overlooked when it comes to external business interests.
Yeah, definitely.
Hearings.
Definitely.
And why is she the ultimate flipping god of, you can have a business interest or not? Because she is, by the way, just let you know, the head of the DPS is the person that makes the decision and they can overturn them. So there may be someone underneath them that says yes or no, but they can just overturn them and say, well, no, you're not having a business interest. And their reason can just be because there's
Whatever.
fluff in the air.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so corrupt. And you know, she's probably sitting there, she's got her own one.
Yeah, probably.
That's the joke. They've all probably got their own business
probably
interests.
on comms, picking herself on days off. but working them on admin days and then spray and tan people in our spare time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
who is watching the DPS other than me and you? We need to keep the eyes on them because bun them. Katie Lilburn.
The IOPC is supposed to, aren't they? Or,
I'm-
well, not really.
Hopefully it's not St. Andy who's overlooking the CPS.
Nah, man.
Who?
Yo, free my guy, St. Andy. I don't know what he's done. Free him, innit? He just make sure he's out here saving us. Andy Britton's my guy.
Oh,
He is.
he's not my
man.
guy. He's not my guy.
God. Okay. Anyway, that's the end of that one. Over to you, Izzy. What's you got next? Yep. So what have you got for me,
Right.
Izzy?
Okay. This one is PC Christopher Walden. So, this one's a bit funny. So, and I think different people.
Who's the chair?
Chair is.
Go and say it.
I don't think it is. You know. Oh, where's the chair? Where's the chair?
Look,
Where's
it's
the?
not-
Doesn't say it. The
St. Andrew patron saint of second chances.
Yeah. And Andy
Oh.
the Redeemer.
Clayman, Stephen Clayman.
Boo. Don't know.
No, not Andy of Second Chances. No.
Boo.
Stephen Clayman. So, and this was in October, this one. Right, PC Christopher Walden. So, between the 13th and 14th of April last year, they spent the evening with friends and colleagues drinking at a pub in Worcester Park. Basically, the gist of this complaint is that they're all police officers, girlfriends, colleagues, etc. They're all there having some drinks. They're all getting a bit drunk, whatever, and a PC, so PC Christopher Walden is the one who's being investigated here. And he's being investigated because his colleague, PC Phillips, drove him home, him and his girlfriend home, drunk. And PC Christopher Walden didn't stop him. He was fine, like, yes, mate, you can drive me home drunk. And
Wait, was Walden drunk?
Walden was drinking too.
So he's drunk.
Walden's drunk, PC
Driver's
Phillips.
drunk.
Yeah, Walden's drunk, the driver's drunk who's a PC2. They're off duty, and they're with like other colleagues as well.
Izzy,
Yeah.
we're never off duty.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. Never off duty. So they're all drunk and whatever. So he didn't say, no, you can't drive, like you've been drinking, we're all drunk. He just let PC Phillips drive him home. PC Phillips committed a serious offence which could have resulted in blah, 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 blah. And PC Walden enabled it and acquiesced it. I don't know what that word is. Anyway, so he failed to call out his friend for drink driving, failing to prevent him from drinking under the influence. So this is failing to act with integrity and blah, blah, blah. So there's more to this. And a lot of it's been redacted. So a little bit suspicious.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically, we know this happened, not because they were caught at the time, is because PC Walden, who's being investigated, a couple of nights before had, I don't know if it was a bust up or, so there was a call to PC Walden's house concerning the welfare of his girlfriend, let's say Miss A. And this was, it wasn't the night before, whatever, but there was a call because they were concerned about his girlfriend. The police officers got to the house and spoke to PC Walden and his girlfriend. I think it's possibly like her mental health or something like that. And within that conversation, she disclosed separately to officers that her boyfriend, PC Walden, had driven the night before.
She's snitching for.
It's a bit, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be like, don't snitch, but like,
Yeah, like
it's a bit weird. Like, anyway,
just bringing up, just divulging
she didn't have a
information.
problem. Yeah. So okay. So she said to these officers, "Well, my boyfriend PC Walden, he was drink driving last night. So they must have had a little bit of an argument or whatever, and he called and was concerned for her welfare, whatever." So they were able to prove that everyone was having a little tipple because there was CCTV. They went and looked at all the pub CCTV, CCTV outside the pub of them getting into the car.
Did he get nicked?
There's no mention of anything
Because
like
it
this.
sounds like they did a criminal investigation into someone that wasn't under arrest, which is unlawful.
But this is not the driver. He wasn't the driver.
Yeah,
so...
no, it's unlawful. You're not allowed to do a criminal investigation. It's not like you can't just go. Like I can't just wake up and go, well, I think Izzy drunk drove or Izzy stabbed someone, and then just conduct an investigation. you need to arrest them, because what power
Well,
are they
they
using
said-
to view those CCTV,
Well-
to seize any of the stuff? Like they need to, you can't just do that. I mean, you could probably get away with checking CCTV. It sounds like someone did an investigation and just piggybacked all of the stuff onto them as well.
Well, they might have investigated PC Phillips and then used that information from that investigation to the misconduct people.
Yeah, okay. You know, when
For
we
the,
talk about
for the-
honesty and integrity.
Yeah.
Met police. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, it gets a little bit funny. So yeah, they use till receipts, CCTV footage, live evidence, all blah 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 blah.
Till receipts of what? Of his?
Of
They
like
can't
drink
investigate him.
receipts, drink
But they
receipts.
can't investigate him. Do you know what it
Well, it
really?
says
Do you
yes.
know what it feels like? It feels like what they did is they knew that he wasn't the driver, and what they did is they did the investigation. Although knowing that he didn't drive, they still included him as maybe a suspect.
Yeah, because look, like till receipts for drinks purchased by PC Phillips and PC Walden. Like, why are you like putting them on
Why would you
there?
looking at his?
Well, I suppose, yeah.
If
well,
you know he didn't drive, why are you
guess-
looking at? You're investigating him.
you're
not allowed to do
literally
that.
investigating him. Well, yeah. So they used all of that. Now this is the funny part. So PC Walden said that upon leaving the pub, non such inn, Miss A, his girlfriend, collapsed in the middle of the street and was unresponsive, and that he immediately called for an ambulance. PC Walden further asserts that on contacting the ambulance service, he was informed that an ambulance would not arrive for at least an hour. So they thought, well, maybe PC Phillips could drive us to the hospital, or drive us to the hospital or whatever.
It is an emergency.
PC Phillips, if you're ringing an ambulance, you're obviously very concerned about an unresponsive, so you want to go to hospital, surely. So PC Phillips offers to drive them. And PC Walden states that he considered that there is no other option but to take PC Phillips' offer and drive her home. Why wouldn't you ask him to drive him to the hospital? Like, why is it such an emergency that you're calling the ambulance service? And they're not coming. And they're not coming. So PC Phillips goes, shall I just drive her home? And you go, yeah. Shall I just drive her home?
What was the outcome for him?
So the outcome for PC Phillips or for Walden.
Walden.
As another emergency.
Oh, don't know about that. Don't know about the driver. I'm assuming.
Wait,
he's-
PC. That one's a PC.
Yeah, they're both PCs.
Is this the misconduct for both of them?
No, just for Walden. Just for the one that wasn't driving.
What's Phillips' first name?
Phillips is, see, a lot of it's redacted. Just as PC Phillips.
Why is the passenger getting in trouble?
Because he didn't say, oi, you're drink driving. It says he was acquitted in that conduct.
He was
ACQUIESCED. I'm thick as so yeah. And enabled it.
Yeah.
So an accomplice? No? Is this the same sort of thing?
It's another word for accept.
Welcomed it, yeah. And he failed to call out his friend for drink driving, failing to prevent his, blah, 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 blah. Can you find it?
Got
For
it.
PC Phillips?
PC Thomas Phillips held on 25th of October 2020. Is this 2023?
2024 this happened. Oh, sorry, Terry Phillips.
Oh, there we go. I had Thomas Phillips.
Terry Phillips. Worcester Park, none such inn, public house in Cheam, just down the road from me.
I hate the way they just. So he got convicted.
Did he?
Well, if they're giving his address out.
Well, that's the pub.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
There's a lot of it's redacted though. But it's just strange. This whole my girlfriend was so unresponsive and we were so worried and the ambulance didn't want to come for an hour, so we just thought, oh, let's just get her home. Wouldn't you rather him drink drive you to the hospital? If it was that bad.
See, me as an upstanding person, and I've got honesty, integrity. What's the other pillars of
compassionate,
please?
professionalism.
And I don't.
Because I rehearse them for when I'm talking about Commander Prince
When you
and,
wanna
and
shit on him.
DAC, Andy Valentine and Christopher Timmons.
I've got all of those stuff. So me, what I would do is I would have sat there and waited, and I've got a passerby, Mrs. Miggins. I've called her over and I said, "Can you please get me a taxi?" Or I've got an Uber to
This is what I'm saying.
because I'm
Anyway, do you want to
responsible,
know the result?
even when I'm drunk.
Do you want to know the reason why they didn't get an Uber?
Why?
Because, right, wait. So,
Is it because it was like a surcharge at the time, and
well,
they didn't want to pay the extra £7.50?
He said, oh, I have experience of working as a cab driver in West End, and I know that they don't take unconscious, sick people.
He's right. They are not going to take someone that's unconscious.
Except I don't think they take drunk people who are sick, but they would take someone who's unconscious.
Yeah, from 2 drunk people?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So I get that. That kind of.
I worked in the West End for a very long time.
He's had his, yeah.
It's kind of okay. Fine, I get that then. But yeah, I just don't. This would all be really credible if they'd have then drunk drive to the hospital, because they're saying it was so concerning. We were so worried about her.
Terry was the one that was driving.
But
Walden
he
didn't
has
drive.
a duty too to say, look,
No,
mate.
when you're bladdered.
Also,
when you're wankered, no.
Also, they've then put an unconscious woman in a car without her knowledge and putting her at further risk behind a drunk driver's car.
When I'm doing my doctor's ABC, D is for danger, and you can't just leave her on the street. So
what? Put her in a drunk car?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Safe
I don't know.
Doctor's ABC says danger. She was in danger just lying on the street. So.
She's also in danger in a car with 2 drunk people.
Yes. And only one of them were driving, and it wasn't Walden. So I don't believe we should even be here. Because the fact that he wasn't driving. How can you... Okay.
Yeah, but he did fail integrity and honesty.
No,
No,
he doesn't. He doesn't fail any of those. You know why? Because how can you expect him to have the presence of mind when intoxicated? We all know what happens when people get drunk. They do not have
people do know not
good
to drive.
decision making.
People
Yet
do.
he didn't drive. Why would
But
you
he got
expect
into
him?
a drunk car.
Yes, because he's drunk. Drunk people do dumb like get onto boats or dive into the Thames because they think they can swim. Like, why is it an exception?
know.
Because he's a police officer
I know.
to act appropriately when he's drunk.
I know.
He's drunk.
This is tricky, isn't it?
He's drunk.
I don't understand why he's in trouble for this.
I don't know.
Why are we here? Why are we here? If Andy Britton was doing this,
I do
Andy
think-
Britton would have had a drink with him.
No.
Andy would have
I
been
do
like,
think there is something suspicious though in him trying to say like, oh well, we were so concerned about her.
he
and we
was
didn't-"
drunk.
Yeah, that's what he says.
That's what he
That's what he
does.
does say. He
He's
does
drunk.
proclaim he wasn't in the right state of mind. So fine. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, do you want to know?
What was the outcome?
The outcome was. What have I lasted?
Bottom.
You know how some of them are like just words and some of them are really obviously laid out?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Word spaghetti.
oh yeah, so a final written warning for 2 years.
For what? Being
For-
carried while someone else was drunk and I was drunk. So what we're not allowed to do, I can get a blowy in the lift of a police station. Yeah, I can get a happy ending in the police station. But if I'm carried by a drunk person whilst I'm also drunk and intoxicated, whilst my partner is absolutely wasted, I will get a gross
You're
misconduct.
not free from all moral responsibility when you've had a drink.
Yeah,
Come
you
on,
are.
you're not.
There's
I
no
don't agree with
expectation
that.
of you to act in a normal manner.
Well, let me read you the outcome.
It's literally a drug. Alcohol is a drug.
Exactly, but it still doesn't mean
you.
you can't take responsibility
Yes,
for what
it
you've
does.
done.
There's
Because
no-
you've made the choice to take that drink or take that drug, so you still take responsibility for it.
No, that's not true.
I think
That's
it's
not
true.
true.
I think
That's
it's
not
true.
true. If that was the case, then they wouldn't have an acceptable level of alcohol intake.
Well,
They say you can have a responsibility up until this point, and there's a reason why you're not allowed to drive while at that point is because you don't have accountability. You wouldn't have any because you're drunk. You think you're Superman. It's so stupid. The Met Police,
I don't know. I mean, they said, that he failed to have regard to, like, the risk of undermining public confidence
because he was
and
drunk.
safety and all of that.
My response is just going to be because he was drunk. Like,
It's a tricky one.
It's not.
I think it's
It's
a tricky one for me because I don't like the whole thing of saying, well, we must get into a drink driving car home.
but he was drunk.
Also, His partner didn't have a problem with it until there was some sort of dispute at their house.
That's
Was the reason for the lenient sanction because it was an emergency?
That's not noted at all. It just says
I'm just curious.
maybe because they realised that he was drunk. And you know when people are drunk and intoxicated that they don't make good decisions.
well, it says that they take, consideration to the fact that, he's been an
drunk.
asset to the police and blah, blah, blah. And he's like really enthusiastic as a police officer. So maybe, but they said it just cannot outweigh the need to set and maintain high standards in policing.
The fuck off!
So that means that Phillips, he hasn't had his misconduct yet. Phillips is going to get sacked for this, I'm assuming.
I'm
He'll
surprised
have
he's
to.
still there.
But then, if that's the case, and his plea is it was an emergency, I was helping, which I feel like it might be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
What's going to happen to Mom Finley?
What was Finley doing? Wasn't she driving? She was driving a.
She said it was an emergency.
Karen Finley was driving a police car, and she was claiming that she was at work. Didn't she get tickets or some stupidness?
Oh dear.
She got pulled. Oh, she made. Oh. Okay, I've just
It's a
googled.
mess.
Yeah, quickly googled things people do when they're drunk.
Oh God.
So here are some of the common behaviors of drunk people: difficulty walking and standing, inability to focus or make eye contact, restless, clumsy, disorientated, difficulty remembering things, can't find mouth with their glass, drowsiness, or falling over. And they expect someone that could have been any or all of these things to make a good decision.
Well, they shouldn't
Their
be
judgment.
They shouldn't be. I'm sorry, but as a drunk person, you just don't go near a car.
But you're drunk! This is my point.
I don't
You're
know.
drunk.
I just.
Drunk. This is why.
If
So
I
a
was
lot-
out with friends
so-
and they drove, I just wouldn't get in the car.
So for me, there's a difference between drink driving. You're not drunk, but you drank alcohol, so you made an active decision to drive, and you weren't drunk. And you went, okay, I've had a couple drinks, but I can do it. And then you f up, and then there's an accident, and you're like, oh my gosh. And there's a difference between you being absolutely wasted, you don't know what you're doing, and you make a decision based off of how absolutely wasted you are. You cannot blame the person for making that decision. And that's for someone that's driving, yeah? That's the reason why it's illegal, because you don't make good decisions when you're drunk, yeah? And that's okay. We all accept that, yeah? It's illegal to actually get drunk. Getting drunk is against the law. You're not allowed to be drunk in a public place, yeah? So, off of that, we
So
should
they all
be
should
able
go
to...
to prison.
Well, technically, yes. You're not allowed to be drunk in a public place. So you're not allowed to be drunk in a pub. That's why they kick you out and stop
Yeah.
serving you. Once you're outside, you're not going to get nicked. You'll just get sent home. But the reality of the situation is to punish someone who was simply drunk and wanted to go home for trying to go home, but making poor decisions on the way home, not hurting anyone, didn't break the law. All of a sudden, oh yeah, we need to uphold flipping standards.
Yeah,
What standards?
yeah, exactly.
What
standards?
standards?
Honestly,
What standards?
don't piss me off. There's
This
no
is dumb.
standards.
And then you're punishing what's her face before because what was her name? Let me actually say her name. Not Jennifer.
Strauss.
Michelle Swart
yeah.
for not being drunk but having a drink
I can't cope. It's
and
too
coming
much.
to it like, what are we doing?
It's we're playing games. That's what we're doing. Well, that's what they're doing.
This is dumb, man. Bring back Andy Britton, man.
No, he doesn't know what honesty and integrity is.
No one does.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is
At
true.
least he accepts it. At least Andy Britton is
At
consistent
least he's
with-
just like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's
I don't
like,
know
he's
what
like,
this
"Bun
is."
this, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't even know why we're here because I'm drunk too. So,
Yeah.
I like he did. I've got
He's
new
keeping it
respect.
real.
I've got new respect for his decision making. I didn't like it initially, but upon reflection, in comparison to
keeps it real.
Prince and flipping Katie Lilburn, he seems to be making the most reasonable outcome decisions.
At least he's not trying to pretend that policing works.
Yeah,
And-
that's what I'm saying. But he's judging the people based on everyone else's decision making,
Exactly.
and that's how it should be because no one is perfect, and he's just going, "Do you know what? Actually, yeah." Getting
just knows it's
gross
ridiculous.
misconduct for 2 years for
Yeah.
getting into a car because you were drunk is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. I almost think they should be sacked.
What? For being the passenger?
For being just being taken.
I do. Taken. He made a choice to get in that car.
You can't make a choice when you're drunk.
Well, you shouldn't
That's
be.
why
You
you
can
can't
make
be
it- I
interviewed
think
when you're drunk.
can-
You know that? You can't have an interview when you're drunk.
Okay, but you're all going out together. You just know not to go near the car.
No, you don't, because you're drunk.
No.
Izzy, when was the last time you were drunk?
A long time ago.
Exactly. And what did you do? You don't even remember what you did.
No.
Exactly, because you were drunk.
But I didn't get in cars.
You don't know that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even know that. This is my point. If you wanted to give him misconduct, I say that's even strong. But to get punished because you got drunk is just dumb, because police officers do it on a daily basis. Like, you should have made it. You, whilst drunk and incoherent and flipping whatever, should have had the presence of mind to go, oh, do you know what, mate? Actually, you shouldn't drive, and I'm not going to get in the car with you. No, you're all drunk. Like, this is stupid. Why are we here?
I don't know. I can't make my mind up. I need to think about this for a few weeks.
No, don't think about it. Just spit out your monologue.
I think that they're all adults, and you have all put yourself in this position, and everyone bears some sort of responsibility apart from the unresponsive girlfriend, because she's unresponsive.
Do you apply that to people with mental health? What if it was a mental health episode?
It's a bit
Would you say the same
different.
thing?
It's a bit different.
What if it is slightly different? I'll give you that.
It is
for
slightly
example.
different.
So making the decision to be drunk is never an excuse. Okay, I'll remember that for future episodes.
What did you say?
Making the decision to be drunk is never an excuse.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'll remember it for.
Yeah. You remember that? Yeah.
Don't worry, there'll be
Okay.
another one. I'm gonna specifically go out and find people being drunk now,
Okay, cool.
and there's no exception.
I just think they all made a choice to get smashed together. They would have been sober when they got there, knowing that one of their colleagues drove. So you would have known that, right, I'm probably not going to get in his car because he's drink driving. So, I mean, who's
gonna
to a
get you
pub
drunk.
these days anyway?
Is he? I'm gonna get
No,
you drunk.
because I'll end up in like punch ups.
Why?
That's why I don't
Oh, you
drink.
got angry drunk.
I stopped drinking before the Met.
She doesn't. So she's coming from her own. She lives by her own standards.
Yeah.
You make your choices, so don't get drunk. Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why I stopped drinking, especially when I started in the Met, because
But is he?
I
That's what I'm saying.
would not be.
Is she drunk? I can't see this.
I'm not like going and beating people up, but I'll always be in arguments. And if there's a fight, I'll go and see what's going on. I'll get involved. Do a little bit of a scrapper, yeah.
Depends on the alcohol you're drinking.
No.
Any alcohol.
I just smashed.
Freezer, be like, "Yeah, come on."
No. Well, maybe now.
Bacardi.
Maybe now. I love a Bacardi Visa, but
Oh,
no, maybe now because I'm a lightweight, but probably. But no, yeah, I just have one drink of anything, and then I get this kind of. It's like something happens, and I get warm, and I'm like, right, where are the shots? And then
Izzy,
it
we're
just
going
goes
out for
bad.
drinks.
No.
Goodness.
Babe,
No,
we're taking
because
out for
you
drinks.
have
We're taking Izzy out for
employment.
drinks.
You have employment to protect. I don't.
Me?
So I don't want to
No, I'm
ruin.
fine. I'm good. I'm a great drunk. I'm a happy
I
drunk.
want to be a fly on the wall or do a fly on the wall documentary.
Babe, we
Is
can
it
just-
Christmas do.
we can just-
Oh,
We can
shit,
just
man.
be there. We'll just throw a Christmas do, and Izzy, I'll make some punch, and you'll get absolutely wasted, and we'll just sit there and watch.
Watch.
Just give me the mic. I'll give her a mic.
I'll be on.
Pictures of cars.
Yeah, please. Show her a picture of
I'll be
Prince.
smashing up Empress State. I'll be on 24 hours in custody. No, I'll stay away from alcohol. But yeah, you know,
Is it genuinely like if you, for example, I know there are people who can't drink whiskey, so they drink gin, or there's.
No, it's all drink. It's all drink.
Oh, I love that.
There's no drink that's better for me. It's just all. Well, that's
We need to have a
it's
celebration.
It's gonna
It's
come.
because she represses all of her.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I've been saying that we're going to do this for a while, but for all the officers that I speak with and we do our welfare stuff and play computer, we're going to have a party. Izzy's invited, so you can vent at her
The bad apple
as much as
party.
you want. We're going to have the bad apple party.
No,
Yeah.
police
We're
officers
going to
don't-
invite everyone round.
I irritate
and
them.
Izzy's
Why?
going to be here. We're going to get her wasted.
No.
Unless you've got misconduct papers.
Yeah. Unless you bring your gross misconduct paper, that's the only way you're getting in. Yeah, no entry. No entry.
Oh God.
But before we end, there's another one I wanted to add on to the end because it hasn't been disclosed yet. It's the DS or a DI, bloody hell, I can't remember now. It's gonna come out soon. Black officer called Nonsa, and he had his gross misconduct hearing. it was alleged, it's been removed now, so you won't even be able to find it, but off the top of my head, it was alleged that he is taking the Metropolitan Police to Employment Tribunal. And what, in the infinite wisdom of the Metropolitan Police and the DPS, because bun them guys, they decided to bring a misconduct against him to say that he made malicious allegations to benefit his employment tribunal. How they made that decision is insane to me, because it was alleged by him that his line manager called him a dodgy Nigerian.
Wow.
Something along those lines. I'll get the exact words, but it was along those lines. And he was taking the Metropolitan Police to Employment Tribunal for this and I think something else. They gross misconducted him. They found him guilty for honesty and integrity because they said that he lied. And the reason they did that is because the line manager that allegedly said it had recorded him in a conversation secretly.
Oh.
And when it came to the misconduct, they were like, hey, this video is like 12 minutes long. Where's the rest of it? Because you've only given us like 8 minutes or 6 minutes. Commander Prince, your best mate, was the chair. Obviously. And he said, do you know what? Just because I'm not going to disclose to you the rest of the information. We're not giving it to you. You don't need it. And it's like, but the rest of it is where he calls me a dodgy Nigerian. And then he's like, I don't believe so. I believe that this inspector or chief inspector or whatever the rank he was is of good standing. He's like, even though he secretly recorded me, yes. Even though all of the evidence isn't here and it's been edited, yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Then when Nonsa reported it to his superiors, they said that they had never spoken to Nonsa or known about the allegations against him prior or the recording. When they got to the gross misconduct, it all came out that they all knew, they all colluded. Prince goes, so you guys knew prior to speaking to Nonsa about the allegation? And they were like, well, no. And then the barrister prized it out of them and said, you did know, didn't you?
Wow.
You colluded, didn't you? And they were like, oh, yeah, okay, we did. We're sorry.
Oh, yeah.
We're sorry for colluding. Oh, we're so sorry.
Oh.
Prince, in his infinite wisdom, goes, oh, yeah, don't worry. I still believe you guys to be more honest. I've made a video about Jason Prince. And if he's your chair. And these are the kinds of things he does. And I'm going to remind people, there's a previous gross misconduct hearing to which he stricken from the report. He removed evidence from the report. It was proven that the person making the allegation was best friends. He had a motive to make a malicious allegation against another officer. And when that was brought up and evidenced and proven, Jason Prince just said, you know what? I don't want that information out in the public, so I'm going to remove it from the report. This is the power he has, and this is the power they all have. He's not like Andy Britton. Andy Britton's calm. No, he's the redeemer. Jason Prince, I'm not going to call him a rude name. You can, Izzy, if you want, because I still work there. But, as I said, these are the kind of things that he does, specifically him. He will remove information from reports.
It's an absolute idiot.
He will not disclose all information. He will do all the wildest stuff just to be able to say that you're guilty. So if he's your chair, have him removed.
Yeah, immediately. For your own safety.
Yeah.
I think he's a threat to the public.
Yeah, I can see why you say that.
I actually think Commander Jason Prince, you are a threat to public safety.
And we're going to end there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today. We've got new setup, new layouts. Thank you, Izzy.
Thank you.
We're going to run it back next week.
Thank you.
We're going to be here every week now.
Yeah.
Well, long form every single week.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Go follow the Bad Apples podcast on TikTok. The same TBA on YouTube. All the links will be there in the video. Go and like and subscribe and share this.
Yeah.
And guys,
we all need to know this. We all do. It's important.
We do. And bun the DPS.
Yeah. Bun the DPS.